I'm back in the kitchen. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. Ooh, It's breakfast time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time. Yeah. Hey, y'all. I'm back in the kitchen. It's breakfast time. I got my shoulders covered. So let's go ahead and put on this apron. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Could you be mine? Bye bye baby. Bye bye baby. So I'm here. Got my apron on. Let's go ahead and moisturize. Moisturize. What? Moisturize. Moisturize. These lips. What? Y'all. Yeah. Moisturize. If your lips are dry or you haven't moisturized them, recently, go ahead. Moisturize your lips. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. You're like, no. They're not dry enough. I mean, what kind of comeback is that? Oh, they're not dry enough to get moisturized. I gotta let them stay dry longer. Gotta go through some things. No, go ahead and moisturize. Yes. Now y'all know we have a theory, y'all. I didn't even get got theory all up in here about coffee and the mug and how everything tastes better in the Rick Younger Show mug. How many of y'all, who amongst us has a Rick Younger Show mug? What? Where do you get when you go to cafepress.com/Rick Younger Show and go get yourself a mug? Instead of sitting up here asking me questions that you should have been had you the mug. Should have been had one. So yes, because everything does taste better in the Rick Younger Show mug. And that's not the only thing we have. As you can see, we got aprons, we got t-shirts, we got thongs, we got hoodies, we got doggy sweaters, babies, bibs, and onesies, stickers and clocks. You're like, Rick, man. Yeah, Tony got a Rick Younger Show t-shirt. I got it all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're out of stock with the spaghetti strap tank top, but we also have a spaghetti strap tank top. We got boxes. You can have a whole sexy combo of Rick Younger Show stuff. Get you the boxes, put those over top of your thongs, get the spaghetti strap tank top or the bouncer fit t-shirt. You can seduce somebody with my name all over your body. It could really swing the body when you move and do inside the body. Like the new Jack Swing. It's the new Jack Swing. Yes, it's something funky that you can sing. Yeah. But hey, y'all, like I said, we have a theory here on the Rick Younger Low by John Morning Show that everything tastes better than in a Rick Younger Show mug. But we are not ones to rest on our laurels. So let's go ahead and test this theory before we go any further. Ooh, that good coffee. Oh man, the Rick Younger Show mug delivers again. And yes, you can, like I said, can seduce someone with all your Rick Younger Show memorabilia, and that way I can be a part of the experience. It's like, man, wearing these seductive garments before seducing someone made the loving better. And then you go, so I sing you to sleep after the loving. My question is, does he sing that song or does he sing another song? And is this song simply a song about singing another song after the loving? So I sing you to sleep after the loving. And if he does that, does he narrate everything? So I make love to you and it's so good, girl. It's like the whole night. It's like, we're making dinner together. There's nothing more sexy than making a dinner together. Cause eventually, but after we make food, we're gonna make some love. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. He's like, I can't go to sleep after the loving because you're singing and I need quiet to sleep, Engelbert. That's right. That's some old Engelbert Humperdinck. Pull out the old Engelbert Humperdinck. That sounds like a trick. Sounds like a sex move. I pulled out the old Engelbert Humperdinck on her. She wasn't ready. You know. She's like, what was that? I said, that's called the Engelbert Humperdinck. Say something smart. And then, just throw in something sassy afterwards just because, it's kind of like that was big in the 70s and 80s in the movies. You had to say something tough, follow up, whatever, with a statement. Yeah, and in your face. And don't go messing with me no more. So I sing you. So yeah, I'm sorry. That is stuck in my head now. And if it's stuck in your head, please help me to help you. Please tell me, what can I sing to get? So I sing you to sleep after the love and out of our heads this morning, y'all. All right, so y'all probably saying, what's the rappers reggae? What's the rappers? What? What's the rappers reggae? What's the rappers? What? What's the rappers reggae? What's the rappers? What's the rappers? What? Let me make sure that people, because people be like, how come you ain't say nothing? All right. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm rocking to the beat and I'm fresh, y'all. I think everybody knows. Everybody knows a jive turkey with some mistletoe. Try to make your season bright. All right, so let me show y'all what's for breakfast. I'm going to let's make an omelet, shall we? Here's my innards and my arms. I got tomatoes, peppers, onions. I got 2 cheeses, a little mozzarella, a little cheddar. I said 2 cheeses, not 2 Jesus. Got some bacon. Gonna crumple that up in there. Gonna do 3 eggs. And I have some guacamole. So perhaps I will put some guacamole. Look at a dollop of guacamole to top it off. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? So that's what's going down for breakfast. I start to wonder what's going down. All right, Tanya approves of the 2 cheeses. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Ooh, who are you, girl? Love is the answer. Love. It's so many things. It's about love. Love is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is love. It's like it's like geometry. It's like the transitive property of equations. If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So if Jesus is the answer and love is the answer, then Jesus is love. Or something like that. Those are all titles of songs. Father, help your children. Don't let them fall by the side of the road. Teach them to love one another. Boom, boom, boom. And heaven might find a place in their heart. Jesus is love. He won't let you down. I know He is mine. What'd you say, Howard Jones? Is on Daryl's house? Let me go back to that. Oh, Howard Jones, I love you whether or not you love me. I love you even if you think that I don't. I know sometimes I find you doubt my love for you, but I don't mind. Why should I mind? Why should I mind? What is love anyway? Does anybody love anybody anyway? What is love anyway? Does anybody love anybody anyway? Oh, oh, oh. Did anybody love someone so much that they will never feel, never worry, never possess? My answer is that the love is away from you. Something. And I decided, but I don't, that is what I done. You're doubting, man. I can't remember the words. What is love? I know some of y'all saying, you did good. Did you remember that many words? I figured. You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat. You can feel the cushion, but you can't have a seat. You can dip your foot in the pool, but you can't have a swim. You can feel the punishment, but you can't commit the sin. And you want her, and you want her. We run everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one ever is to blame. Goom, boom, goom, boom, baka, jong, boom, boom, boom. You can see the summit, but you can't reach it. Last piece of the puzzle, but you just can't make it fit. Doctor said you can't, but you still feel the pain. Let's go ahead and put these onions and peppers in. Aspirations in the clouds, but your hopes go down the drain. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and she wants you, and you want her. No one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. Boom, boom, boom. Chicka boom, 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 boom. Chicka boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Lil Howard. Not to be confused with Howard Johnson. So fine, bro, so fine, you blow my mind. Ooh, baby, 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 na na na. Say you're fine, bro, so fine, you blow my mind. Ooh, one strut, your stuff across the floor. I can't have you to myself. I said, baby, na na na. This is so fine, stream, so fine, you blow my mind. Ooh, so fine, so fine, so fine. La la la, la la la. I watched the Thriller documentary, Thriller 40. I think it's on Showtime. It's Showtime in the house tonight. I'm so good to go back to those days. But you gotta remember, girl, try to remember. I remember all of that. I think I told y'all my first album that I ever bought for myself was Off the Wall, which meant that, you know, I was highly anticipating this Thriller album they were talking about. All this talk of this Thriller album. All right, I hear you talking. When is it coming out? And then The Girl Is Mine came out. Now, mind you, let me take you back to what's going on at this time. At this time, Paul McCartney had just done a duet with Stevie Wonder, Ebony and Ivory. So now it's like, oh my goodness, Paul McCartney's going to walk with Michael Jackson? Every night she walks right in my dreams since I met her from the start. I'm so proud I am the only one who is special in her heart. The girl is mine. The doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time, boom, 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 because the doggone girl is mine. Boom, 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 boom. I don't understand the way you think, saying that she's just not mine. Sending roses and your silly dreams, really just a waste of time, because she's mine. Because the doggone girl is mine. I love you more than he'd take you anywhere, but I love you endlessly. Loving we will share, so come and go with me to town. Cause we both cannot have her, so it's one or the other. And one day you'll discover that she's my girl forever and ever. Don't build your hopes to be let down, cause I really feel inside. I know she'll tell you I'm the one for her, cause she said you're her mind, the girl is mine. Because the doggone girl is mine. Then I had to say it. All right, look at that. That's the peppers and the onions. Sorry. I think I told you all before, Michael. She told me I'm her forever lover, don't you remember? Well, after loving me, she said she couldn't love another. That's what she said? She said it. You keep dreaming. I don't believe it. No, the girl is mine, mine, mine. The girl is mine, girl is mine, girl is mine. Girl is mine, girl is mine. Yes, she's mine. Now, here's the thing, because, there are those of us amongst us who are not old enough to remember or have forgotten, so should I say we forget, that remember, Off the Wall was a major hit. It, sold a lot. It was kind of album like, how do you follow that up? But if you remember, he did not win a bunch of Grammys for it. It was, and he had 4 top 10 singles, which at the time was an impressive thing. And and the only Grammy he won was for R&B. He's like, man, what y'all talking about? I'm bigger than that. I'm bigger than just R&B. I'm universal. So he was on a mission. He's like, oh, I'm gonna show y'all this next album. And everybody was like, really? I mean, I don't know, Mike. I don't know. You know that album did so well. It's like it's gonna be a hard one to top. Because in the documentary, it's talking about how Rod Temperton said, "What if you only have 3 top 10s off this album?" He said, "I'll be angry." he's like, he said, I want to have I want the whole album to be hits. And so yeah, it seemed like it was crazy to expect what he was expecting, because but that's what people who set precedents. They are the people who believe that they can do what no one thinks can be done. That's the first step. First step of achieving anything beyond what the average person believes is possible is believing it. And of course, average people aren't going to believe it. They're like, what are you talking about? Why would you want? What makes you think you can do that? Well, what makes you think I can't? So I said all that to say, go ahead, y'all, go check that out. Okay, I just finished bitting up the bacon. One of the joys of bacon bitting is licking your bacon fingers. All right. All right, you need inspiration? All right. Roxanne just came and said she needs some inspiration. Let's see what we can do for you. Let's see what we can do. Through devotion. Blessed are the children in everyone's life. There's a need to be happy. Let the sun shine, a smile. Don't wait. Open your heart and feel the touch of devotion. Oh, maybe the song will uplift your day, make a better way. You need devotion, yeah. Bless the children out of deliver from the fruits of evil. Yeah. I'm not worried about tomorrow or the trials it may bring. For by faith I am the victor. I can conquer anything. I cast my cares at your feet. And Lord, you comfort me. And by faith I pray that you will wave your troubles away. Though it seems life isn't fair, and it seems you can find joy anywhere, you can rest assured in one thing. With Christ, life has new meaning, yeah. With Christ, the answer is there. Comfort your spirit and make you aware. Hear me when I say you can. Wave your troubles away. All right, gonna put the tomatoes in. Bye-bye troubles. You thought that you could win. No. Bye-bye sorrow. Don't you know I conquered you again? Don't you be discouraged when they threaten your life. Hold your head up high. With Christ, you can survive. All right, gonna add. So wave it away. Go in there confident and sure. And like Michael Jackson after Off the Wall and before Thriller, knowing that, hey, I can do it. You can do it. Do it. Do it. So we got a little mozzarella. We got some bacon. I'm going to go ahead and put a sprinkle of mozzarella, a layer of mozzarella on. So we got the onions and the peppers. We got the tomatoes. That's tomatoes. Let's do a mozzarella layer. A layer of mozzie. A mozzie layer. That's right. We just did a mozzie layer. All right. Then we're going to do a bacon layer. So we had the onions and the peppers in. We put the egg in with the onions and peppers. Then we sprinkled the tomatoes. Then we put a sprinkle of mozzarella. And we're going to do a sprinkle of bacon. A layer of bacon. Now that's a thick layer. That's what she said. Ricky. What? Y'all know me. They're like, Ricky he's devilish. He's devilish. But he's fun and funny. I'm a fun guy. And I grow on you. Get it? Fun guy. Yeah. I'm a fun guy. That Ricky sure is fun. Okay. I guess I'll let y'all take a look at what's going on here. So you can see the peppers and the onions is throughout. But then we're doing the layer and then we're going to flip it. So now we got to do a layer of cheddar. We got to do a cheddar layer. Bye-bye trouble. You thought that you could win. No. That song is called Wave It Away. It's from John P. Key and the New Life Community Choir. It's on the same album as Jesus is Real. So I think, is that the name of the album, Jesus is Real? Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to me. He's real to me. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm feeling down, no one around, I found how to do that. Yeah. Oh, ain't no good real. Oh, snap. That flip. Call me Wilson because I just flipped it. Flipped it. Flipped it. Wanna see me flip it? Know your body right, baby. You know you got the sound of hot. I'm here to have some fun. So let it boom, bang, 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 bang. So let it flip it back, job, flip it right, let it flip it back, flip it all night. Don't you trip? Oh no, down. Come on, lady. Come on, flip. Real sign. Flip. Oh, snap. Oh. And I got some guacamole, and I'm going to do a dollop of guacamole to go with that. Look at that. It's like, it's like a Slim Goody. It's like it's got all the thickness. So I said, where are the grits? The grits are available. I'm not having grits with it, but I have an assortment of grits. Let me tell you, I had some shrimp and grits over the Thanksgiving weekend. The shrimp and grits were prepared on Thanksgiving Eve. So it wasn't a part of the Thanksgiving dinner, but guess what? They were leftovers, and for 3 days, I was eating shrimp and grits. Breakfast, lunch, whatever. I was shrimping and gritting. Gritting and shrimping and gritting. That's what I was doing. Oh, sorry. It's like it's so good. It got me all physical with my hand gestures. You ever see the person just so physical with their hand gestures? You're like, calm down, my man. You about to hurt somebody with your hand gestures. Calm it down. Bring it down. Several notches. It's like sometimes people need to bring it down, and then you have to let them know. Not just a notch or two, but several notches. All right. But guess what, y'all? It's cleanup time. It's cleanup time. Every once in a while, you look into your coffee cup. You're like, what? We got some coffee grounds floating around. You got to make sure there's coffee grounds and not that a mosquito didn't fly into your, any other type of household bug has made its way. But guess what, y'all? It's cleanup time. It's cleanup time. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure to treat me right. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure to treat me right. Yeah. Like, that's what you want for Christmas, is for a woman to treat you right. Make you feel like a man. Because I don't know how other people felt growing up. But I used to look at adults, and I was like, man, that looks like that'd be nice to be an adult. That looks like it's fun. And I kind of had ideas of what being an adult would be like. And here's the other thing about myself. It's funny because I don't know if I told y'all this. Probably have, because, I'd be telling y'all about stuff. So when I was in elementary school, I was called gay, for years. And it had to do with the way I talked. My mother was a teacher. And so she made sure that we, spoke properly, and that was me and all my family. So my cousins, all of us came from a family that was, sticklers for that. And we dressed nice, and we were well behaved, and, for lack of a better description, we were like the family of smart kids. And I guess the other part I haven't told you is that I went to elementary school in a rough part of town. And you're like, how is that, Rick? Well, here's what happened. My parents grew up in a part of town, West Baltimore, that when they were growing up there, it was a nice middle-class enclave. But as time progressed, a lot of middle-class people moved up and out. My parents and her brothers and sisters did too, but my grandparents stayed in the neighborhood as it was going down, but they stayed there. So while my mother and father and all of my cousins' parents were going to work, they would drop us off at Nana and Pop Pop's house. So we went to a school in a rough neighborhood where a lot of the kids there got the free lunch, and we were like it was like our family and like one or two other families actually had enough income to where we didn't get free lunch. So we stood out because the way we dressed, the way we talked, bringing our own lunches, all those things. The kind of things that kids will find a way to have a problem with and make you feel like an outsider. So spent a lot of time being called gay. He didn't even know what they meant because at the time they didn't call me gay. They called me a faggy. They didn't even have the T in it. It was faggy. Which anyway. Well, so when you're a kid, you don't understand certain things, and I was like, if they're saying that about me, thinking that maybe they know something I don't know, maybe it's true, not realizing that it had only had to do with about it had to do about sexual attraction, which even the kids didn't know what they were really saying or calling you. It was just But anyway, so that also made it so that like I would imagine what it must be like to be a man, and I always would look at grown women, and I was like, man, I can't wait to be old enough to have a grown woman. So every once in a while, as a grown man, I sit back and I think about myself as a kid, and like, man, I'm at the age and have been for a long time where I spend time with grown women. And let me tell you, every time I'm like, oh my goodness, if little Ricky could see me now, it's like he would be like, really? If I could have sex, like, yo, that's the future right here. Yeah, man, just don't. It gets better. It gets better. And guess what? You're not gay. It's funny to me because I can look back and remember growing up and people saying that, and I remember like when my teachers would bend over trying to look down their shirts at their breasts and stuff, or like really paying attention to their butts, but I didn't equate that with that meant that I wasn't what they said I was. Moral of the story is kids can really believe what they're told by their peers, even if it doesn't make sense. That's why it's good. Make sure you're talking to your kids so you find out the things that are being said and what types of stuff they're passing about, because it makes a very good conversation, first of all, but also gives you an opportunity to dispel myths and let the kids know you're all right. It's gonna be all right. And one day you are gonna you're gonna think back to young you and be like, man, look at where we are here with this woman. No, I'm just saying in general. Whether it's what you do for a living, where you live, how you live, all that stuff. It gets better. Hopefully. No, it does. I hope. But anyway, I said all that. If you have any requests, let it be known then. Let it be known then. Did you ever mean those sweet things that you used to say? Did you mean them, baby? Buy a house with a lovely, lovely garden and a little baby someday. Oh yeah. Where did I go wrong? Whatever changed your mind? Also, I'm letting you know this is a safe space. If there were things that went on in your childhood and in your life that, made you feel a certain way, or you think to this, if you think back on it, has had an effect on how you navigate through the world, feel free to share with us. Because I know I'm not the only one who got chastised for something and was made to believe something about himself that wasn't true, but it's like they must know what they're talking about. And I don't know. I don't. In retrospect, I don't know how upset I was about it, because I guess I didn't think of it as in terms of what it really was. But it is, But I do remember sometimes in elementary school, because of how, like if you were scared of a bully, the thought of going to school the next day was like, oh no. So I know I had moments growing up where, looking back, I was, just so afraid. Because let me just tell you, parents of my generation, I know people, I talk about it on stage about trying to do the gentle parenting. Um, and it's real because sometimes, and this is why I say it's not easy to do gentle parenting. Sometimes it's hard to put yourself in the place of where a kid is and how a kid thinks. And it's like, so you're telling your kid the truth, but they can't wrap their mind around the truth. Like, they're not going to do that, or this is not going to happen. Also, the fact that sometimes those things can happen. Some of these kids are making threats to your kids, or to other kids, or to the school, and then they show up and they act it out. It's like back in the day, there was maybe it didn't happen that way back when we were growing up. Obviously, like when we talk about school shootings, that wasn't something that was going on when we were kids. So there is cause to be concerned if your kid is afraid, and it's like it's that whole perception is reality. If your kid thinks or feels a certain way, to them it is real. You know, what's it called? Roxanne said, I was called homely in elementary school. I just learned to sew. It says, screw them. You can't make clothes and I can. Way to go. See? It's like so many, and so many of us who were chastised have gone on to lead better lives than the people that picked on us. That's the other thing. Um, but yeah, but now that we are the elders, it's like just to be mindful. Mommy Curl said, I was bullied so bad. See? It's like, it's real. It's true. It's like, good morning, Cynthia. But yeah, it's like, sometimes it's like to be an adult, and adulthood has its own stuff. But to just be past some of those fears that you had as a kid, because they felt so real. Just like when you thought the boogeyman was in the closet. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as boogeyman. To me, there is a boogeyman. Now, Mommy Curls is a principal. She's like, that's why it's unacceptable. She is like, I am in a position to stand up against bullies. And it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So don't try to go to Mommy Curls school and try to bully people. You will. Oh, you going down. I'm coming out. Okay. Well, anyway, people. I'm glad we got that off our chest. I might take that little segment out and post that. You're talking about my, growing up in the school and the things that people had said about me in the past. Ooh, so maybe I will. We shall see. Well, anyway, people, let me show you one last time this delicious omelet of mine. Lady, love me one last time. Say you love me. Say you love Ricky. Say it. Say it. I want you to say it. Say it. I'm laughing because just yesterday I was riding in my car. My music is shuffling. And what comes on but State of Shock? Gotta be mine. Cause you're so fine. I like your style. It makes me wild. You look so great every time I see your face. You put me in the state of shock. I was just laughing that at the end of the song, it's like Mick Jagger's going, I need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. It's like, was that ever something that women thought, ooh, that's so clever? Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. That feels so much like something that guys thought was cool and nobody but guys thought was cool. Oh, I need mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. He's like, look at me. You got me in a state of shock. Look at me. Oh, look at me. I was like, Dad, I don't know. That sounds very creepy. I don't know if that was ever sexy. I don't know if they ran it past anybody. Like, I don't remember anybody saying, oh man, the way he goes, look at me at the end. Yeah. I feel so beautiful when he says that. because I got him in a state of shock. So, yeah. I think it's funny when guys try to be smooth and they be all creepy. You know, I think it's funny for me to watch, not funny for you ladies to endure, and not, yeah, I know it's not funny in general, but it's like the lack of self-awareness is what's funny, is what I'm saying. Okay, so just so we know. All right, so hey y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here, but before we go, you know how we do. We started back in the day. We've kept it going. That's right. We've been speaking positive things into our lives, saying things as though they are, even if they're not that way yet, because we are constantly on that journey. So, for example, my positive affirmations: I am Rick Younger, world famous leading man, award-winning actor, groundbreaking comedian, Broadway star, and a legend. And I get paid very, very well to do what I do. But it's not enough to just say it. I got to get up, get out, and do the things to make it a reality. So figure out who you are and what you're going to do and make it happen. So I want to thank y'all for coming in and showing me the love and allowing me to show the love to you. But more importantly, I want you to take the love we've gathered here today, and I want you to go out and spread it. Spread it like Nutella, like butter, like cream cheese, whatever you spread. Vegemite, jam and or preserves, mayonnaise and or mustard. All right, let's do this. Spread love. Bop, ba-da-da-bop, ba-doo-doo-doo. Spread love. That you think now the skies say love could open any door. Oh, but I wish we had much more. Love is what we need. Bang, bang. All right, so y'all know where to find me, right? At Rick Younger on Twitter, X, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, youtube.com/Rick Younger. Go subscribe. Facebook.com/Rick Younger page. Go like that. CafePress.com/Rick Younger Show for wonderful Rick Younger Show memorabilia. Get yourself a mug, an apron, t-shirt, thongs. Get those thongs. Show them cheeks off, baby's bibs, onesies, doggy sweaters. Or Google me. I'm the first 6 to 12 pages of Rick Younger on Google. All right. It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. But before you go, there's something I want to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. In him is where my strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the sky. Cause only he can save my life and only he can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I sing it out loud. I'll sing it all day. This song is my prayer I give to only you. I know it can't compare to a gift from you. You gave me your love. You gave me your son. Now I say amen. Oh, Father, 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 I say